Hello, explorers! Have you ever thought about a single day on the calendar? Not your birthday, not Christmas, but just a regular day. Let's pick one. How about December 20th? It might seem like just another chilly day close to the holidays, a day for wearing woolly hats and sipping hot chocolate. But what if I told you that this one day is packed with secrets, surprises, and incredible stories from all over the world? What if it was a day when history was made, when amazing people did amazing things, and when brand new ideas popped into existence? Let's get our magnifying glasses ready and become history detectives. We are about to uncover the hidden magic of December 20th. Imagine our calendar is a giant storybook. Every single day is a new page, filled with adventures and amazing characters. Some days are famous, like July 4th or October 31st, and we know their stories well. But December 20th is like a secret chapter that not many people have read. It's a day full of whispers from the past, waiting for curious minds like yours to listen. On this day, brave explorers set sail, famous stories were told for the first time, and people celebrated in unique and wonderful ways. It's a day that connects us to people who lived long, long ago, showing us that every single moment can be important and exciting if you just know where to look. So, why should we care about what happened on one random day? Well, learning about the past is like putting together a giant jigsaw puzzle. Every piece, no matter how small, helps us see the bigger picture of our world. The events of December 20th are special puzzle pieces. They show us how things have changed, how people have always been creative and brave, and how different cultures celebrate life. By exploring this one day, we can travel through time and across oceans without ever leaving our homes. Are you ready to jump into our time machine and see what we can find? Let's go! Our adventure begins now. We're going to look at some of the most fascinating things that have ever happened on December 20th. We will meet famous people, see incredible sights, and hear tales that will make you say, "Wow!" Get ready to fill your brain with brilliant facts that you can share with your friends and family. You'll discover that history isn't just about boring dates and old books. It's a thrilling story that is happening all the time, and you are a part of it too. Let's peel back the layers and discover the secrets hidden within this very special day. Let's zoom back in time to the year 1803. Picture this. A huge piece of land, much bigger than any country in Europe, was just sold. On December 20th of that year, the United States officially took control of a massive area called Louisiana. This wasn't just the state we know today. It was a gigantic territory that stretched all the way from the sunny Gulf of Mexico up to the chilly border of Canada. This event, called the Louisiana Purchase, was a giant deal. It doubled the size of the young country overnight. Imagine waking up one morning to find your backyard was suddenly twice as big. That's what it was like for America on this historic day. Now, let's fast forward a little to a different kind of story, one that takes place on the silver screen. Have you ever seen the movie It's a Wonderful Life? It's a classic Christmas film about a kind man named George Bailey who learns how important he is to his town. Well, this heartwarming movie was first shown to the world on December 20th, 1946. It wasn't a huge hit right away, which is hard to believe now, but over the years it became one of the most beloved holiday movies of all time. It reminds us that every person's life is special and touches so many others, a perfect message for the holiday season. This day also marks a sad goodbye to a brilliant mind. On December 20th, 1996, the world said farewell to Carl Sagan. Who was he? Carl Sagan was an amazing astronomer and science communicator. He had a super popular TV show called Cosmos, where he made learning about space, stars, and planets incredibly exciting. He had a gift for explaining really big ideas in a simple way that made everyone feel curious and smart. He inspired millions of people to look up at the night sky and wonder about our place in the universe. His work helps us remember to always stay curious and keep exploring the world around us. From land to movies to the stars above, December 20th was a busy day. It was also the day, in 1957, when the famous singer Elvis Presley received his draft notice for the U.S. Army. At the time, Elvis was the biggest rock and roll star in the world. imagine the most famous pop star you know suddenly having to become a soldier. It was huge news and showed that everyone, no matter how famous, had to do their part. This event shows us a fascinating moment in pop culture history when the worlds of music, fame, and national duty all came together on a single day. Let's travel to a land of fairy tales. On December 20th, 1812, two brothers in Germany named Jacob and Wilhelm Grimm published their very first book of fairy tales. You might know it. It was called Children's and Household Tales, and it included stories like Hansel and Gretel, Rapunzel, and the Frog Prince. At first, these stories were not just for kids. They were collected from old folk tales told by people in villages. The Grimm brothers wanted to save these stories before they were forgotten. Thanks to them, these magical tales have been shared and loved by children all over the world for more than 200 years. What an amazing gift to the world. Now, let's blast off into space. On December 20th, 2019, something very new and exciting happened. A brand new branch of the United States military was created, the U.S. Space Force. It sounds like something straight out of a science fiction movie, doesn't it? Their job isn't to fight aliens, but to protect important things in space, like the satellites that help us use GPS to find our way or watch our favorite TV shows. This was a huge step showing that space is becoming more and more important to our lives here on Earth. It's a reminder that history is still being made every single day. December 20th is also a big day for a very special game. In 1892, the very first game of basketball was played in Springfield, Massachusetts. But it looked very different from the game we see today. The hoops were actually peach baskets, and every time someone scored, the referee had to climb a ladder to get the ball out. It was invented by a gym teacher named James Naismith, who needed a new indoor sport to keep his students active during the cold winter. From those humble beginnings with peach baskets, basketball has grown into one of the most popular sports on the entire planet, played by millions of people. Let's journey to another part of the world, to Macau, a special region in China. For a very long time, Macau was governed by Portugal. But on December 20th, 1999, something important happened. Portugal officially gave Macau back to China. This was a huge, peaceful celebration, marking the end of one chapter in Macau's history and the beginning of a new one. This event is celebrated every year in Macau as Establishment Day, with fireworks and festivities. It's a powerful example of how countries and cultures can change and evolve over time, showing us that history is a living, breathing story that continues to unfold all around us. Wow, what an incredible journey we've had through just one day. We've seen how December 20th is so much more than just a date on the calendar. It's a day when the map of a country grew bigger, when a classic Christmas movie first flickered on screen, and when the world said goodbye to a great stargazer. We learned that this single day gave us some of our most cherished fairy tales, a whole new branch of the military to protect space, and the very first game of basketball played with peach baskets. Each of these moments is a colorful thread in the giant, beautiful tapestry of our world's history. From Germany to China, and from a small gym in Massachusetts to the vastness of outer space, the stories of December 20th connect us all. They show us that people everywhere have always been creating, exploring, and making history. The Grimm brothers wanted to save stories, James Naismith wanted to create a fun game, and Carl Sagan wanted us to dream about the stars. These events remind us that big things often start with a small idea or a simple action. They teach us that every day holds the potential for something amazing to happen, something that people might be reading about hundreds of years from now. So, the next time you look at a calendar, don't just see a grid of numbers. See a book of adventures waiting to be opened. Every single day has its own secret stories, its own heroes, and its own incredible moments. You can be a history detective too. You can look up your birthday or your friend's birthday and discover all the amazing things that happened on that day. You might find out that a famous artist was born, a new country was formed, or a groundbreaking invention was shared with the world for the very first time. The past is full of surprises, And remember, history isn't just something that happened a long time ago. You are living in it right now. The things you do, the ideas you have, and the kindness you share are all part of the story of today. Who knows? Maybe one day in the future someone will be learning about an amazing thing that happened on this very day. All because of you. So keep being curious, keep asking questions, and keep making every day a special chapter in your own wonderful story. The world is full of magic if you just know where to look.